So, as I said, I would do number 6, and my expectation is that you're supposed to do number 5. That's the deal. So, for number 6, a radioactive substance has an initial mass of 100 grams, and its mass halves every 4 years. Write an equation that shows the number of grams remaining after T years. And then use that information to find out how much remains after 20 years. So, if we're talking about how much remains, right, I just need a variable to talk about what's going on. So it's a radioactive substance. So I'm just going to use an S for the substance. And S in terms of time t, right, equals the initial value. How much of this did we start with? We started with 100 grams. So no matter what happens in the beginning, there were 100 grams of this substance. Now, my focus is on what we keep, but the irony here is we're losing the same amount as we're keeping. So if this thing is halving, it's being cut in half every single year or every 4 years, then I'm losing a half and I'm keeping a half. So 1 divide 2. 1/2 is how much we keep. Here's the rub. It's not every year. It's every 4 years. So when I do my exponent, right, I'm going to put t, but I'm going to divide t by 4 because that doesn't happen every year. It happens every 4 years. So I have to say t over 4 because in 4 years, it gets cut in half one time. In 8 years, it would get cut in half twice. Okay, so that's the trick when we talk about not having every year, but having every 4 years. Now, when we talk about the mass, to find the mass after 20 years, T is 20. So I steal this equation, and everywhere that I see a T, I replace it with 20. So the S of 20, how much substance remains after 20 years, does this. Now, one detail that we can do is I can simplify that 20 over 4 right now, and 20 divided by 4 is actually 5. So that's what I'm going to put in my calculator. So I copy my expression, I paste it into the calculator, and 100 grams after 20 years, I only have 3.125 grams remaining. And that's our result for question number 6. So hopefully that gave you a little insight, and using what we did for number 6, you can go back and complete question number 5. Thanks. Have a great weekend.